Nah, your era is not ours. Ceremony masters, Moorish Quran. I won't root for masters. Knowledge from the MSTA National College. 4 quadrants are elements. What's the relevance? 4 is also directions. Mundane cross. If you want a solid foundation, build on all 4s. Constant building when Moors are on the square. Tetraphobia is seeing 4s and being scared. At Earth's 4 corners are all the forecasts. Warriors, merchants, and high priests forecast. Servants and laborers do what is ordered. Inquisition know about 4, they draw and quartered. 4 letters in Jehovah and Yahweh, possibly quatrain. 4-line poems of prophecy. I change 4th choir, youth on cultivation. Energy of 4, mystic realm, divination. You need 4 eyes to keep watch on enemies. Seeing 4 is universe speaking through energies. 4 means focus, be prepared on your path. Life path 4s are the ones that won't turn backs. Plus meticulous execution of projects and plans. Professor Drew Ali, Egyptian adept, the man. 4 energy, 13, 22, and 31. 4 derives its energy from tone and vibration.
Came through to activate the Lamb of God. Generate, operate, destroy your mob. The crown chakra 7 inches, 4 gates on the top. Listen up, pay attention. Time to end the deadlock. Red lock, headshot, headshot. We do it like the giants in the book of Enoch. That's big, so notorious, but I ain't flexing choppers. Really tapping into my medulla oblongata, showstopper. Cut the circus act, the prophet pulled the curtains back. The way I bring the hammer down, they say the earth is flat. Stepping through the pillars, Joaquin and Boaz. Solomon simple, young spiritual nomad. Coming off the temple, 7 hermetic principles. This is alchemy, transmutate when they challenge me. Leave them shocked, no Palpatine. Sever heads if you doubting me.
4 paths in the circumference, 7s in the circle, only nobles in my circle. Weaving through traffic, we ain't operating commercial. Surgical, these dispositions cause vertigo. It's that soul tint flow, the elo within, and vertigo. The eye of Allah, sapphire, I'm resurrecting the empire. No partial, the entire, I'm here to admit fire. Flammable, they ramble, bro, we talk with precision. Focused on the mission, yeah, binocular vision. I'm seeing through the eyes of a prism. You don't open your mind, you'll be in prison. Victim to your own stagnation. Venus flags waving, stone no cavemen. I broke it down layman. Yeah, basics, the team I support like training wheels and braces. Ooh.
It never occurs to man having too much earthly drenches the world and blood soul becomes unworthy, even though it's perfect. In the body of a fool, you better use the carpenter's tools. No opinions but truths. Get out the feudal mind state, Slavic and stateless. Don't wanna be a mob or wearing Masonic aprons. Call yourself shades, colors, and land masses. Kicking you niggas' asses to put on nationality glasses. Big mad in the store, seeing the massless. Haters need exemptions, witness all they ass kiss. One of the best Moorish MCs talking about practice. The way we pull up references, mind callous. I'm balanced, meditate on social media detox. Study secrets of righteous Moorish Enochs. Canaanland Khalifa, L-bomb, hip-hop, epoch. Feudal minded are the dips that we Elodio D-block. No verses, rituals, scratch the surface. Put reverses on the feudal mental slave curses. Freedom is a must. Free national standards, even NBA players are anti-vaxxers. Common sense is only common with the few. Claim a slave name, Negro, learn to make do. Playing the corporate game when we were free in Peru. Y'all been brainwashed, waiting on the Biru. While y'all loving the fake juice, my tang is woo. Stab vamps with the pointed cross before his fang is through. Get stabbed like ice, shot like a corkscrew. Elodio minded, never civil or mortus.
A picture worth 1,000 words. I paint pictorials with these nouns and verbs. My appetite is hard to curb, customs I preserve. You got an empress in your corner, y'all from the curb. To get your mind blown out just in a word, I orate and captivate. Oh, you ain't heard? To To look forward, you gotta rewind it. Unrestricted thoughts, I'm melodious-minded. Harmonious vibe whenever I chime in. You listening to the X Factor like Simon. I dived in the waters and didn't make a ripple. They thought it was sweet, like honeysuckle. Now Negroes running to me when they in a pickle. But when I tried to put them on, they was acting fickle. When I baptize, it's a flood, not a drizzle. Canaanland to Khalifa, we gon' make them tremble.
I was doing time in the universal mind, but the universe is mind, blowing through wind chimes, penned in thin lines, sent to bend time in rhyme from here to midnight. Then I'm off to the next plane she chooses to send me to master this pen game. Somebody is sensei, I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno, holder in due course. Your mortgage is fool's gold, truth told with your dead pledge. I'm wiping my culo. I'm the title and the deed, held in high esteem, neither serf nor a thief. So don't try it with me. Your cognitive dissidents, fraudulent instruments, a hit or miss, and keep your mints off of my hereditament. Elodio minded, you've been blinded, searching for Dodonus gifts, you won't find it. They stray misguided, while I stay the livest. This is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect stat, time after time, averting certain death before you leave. Must relieve karmic debt, which beget this war within us. C-Tech best, dust off records, our forebearers left. Put the needle to the groove, return to their mindset. Download begins, rewind cassette. Time is death, so then kill your clocks. This the will of Allah, filling you all to the rim and then some till it spills and it falls over all facets of the masses. Transactions composed in maxims, revising your cannons. Drove past heaven, it was littered with abandoned mansions where adverse possessed like 5 or 6. Gave them back their addresses. I got family moving in. Forget the madness, let the reversion begin.
True Ali the mastermind, other leaders asinine. Never dropping facts, use emotions to pass the time. Never make it on my shrine, Kundalini up the spine. Halo glow to aftershine, make you see the sign of times. Beeline to bloodline, Aquarian age flood mines. Rhyme like a plumb line, sometimes it's bud time. Rock mid-range deadly, all around the foul line. Playback on front line, Moorish is my guideline. Step and cause a fault line, throw your service offline. Watch them get outshine, cross me like a state line, get cut like a break line. F you and your concubine, strangle with a fishing line. When I help is genuine, always from the heart, all chakras are intertwined. Self you must redefine, more from the civil line, not the clandestine. Stake a vamp at chest line, sun stay stationary, shadow left behind. Say you don't want to, not that you have no sign. See good in everything and how you must train the mind. Give out some love and find peace sublime. Water and the key lime keeps the body alkaline. Law should remain divine, not too much maritime. Get all 13 journals of the Moorish paradigm. Israelites from Sarah line, my path is the narrow line. Thought you had the upper hand, I saw it like a tarot line.
I'm painting with the big pen, game 6. Unity about as crucial as game 6 of the finals. I'm glowing like I won the title, but Ellen Beta noble titles. Don't worship humans, that's a false idol. Heavenly vibe coming from my recital. Middle fingers to connivers and instigators. The truth to revive you like the liberators. So this a pump to the chest. Utilize what's useful and throw away the rest. My vegan ways will put the beef to rest. My calling got directed like receptionist. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to put that bullshit to rest. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to bring that bullshit to rest.
When I step in the center, they can tell I'm a winner, live my life right. Thank God, I'm not a sinner, live my life like I'm passing through time. Disastrous crimes, you killing up my people, I'm asking your bad, that's why.
is all 9 lives, synchronized in perfect stat, time after time, averting certain death before you leave. Must relieve karmic debt, which beget this war within us. C-Tech best, dust off records, our forebearers left. Put the needle to the groove, return to their mindset. Download begins, rewind cassette. Time is death, so then kill your clocks. This the will of Allah, filling you all to the rim and then some till it spills and it falls over all facets of the masses. Transactions composed in maxims, revising your cannons. Drove past heaven, it was littered with abandoned mansions where adverse possessed like 5 or 6. Gave them back the addresses. I got family moving in. Forget the madness, let the reversion begin.
True Ali the mastermind, other leaders asinine. Never dropping facts, use emotions to pass the time. Never make it on my shrine, Kundalini up the spine. Halo glow to aftershock, make you see the sign of times. Beeline to bloodline, Aquarian age flood mines. Rhyme like a plumb line, sometimes it's bun time. Rock mid-range deadly, all around the foul line. Playback on front line, Moorish is my guideline. Step and cause a fault line, throw your service offline. Watch them get outshine, cross me like a state line, get cut like a break line. FUN your concubine, strangle with a fishing line. When I help is genuine, always from the heart. All chakras are intertwined, self you must redefine. More from the civil line, not the clandestine. Stake a vamp at chest line, sun stay stationary, shadow left behind. Say you don't want to, not that you have no sign. See good in everything and how you must train the mind. Give out some love and find peace sublime. Water and the key lime keeps the body alkaline. Law should remain divine, not too much maritime. Get all 13 journals of the Moorish paradigm. Israelites from Saraline, my path is the narrow line. Thought you had the upper hand, I saw it like a tarot line.
I paint with the big pen, game 6. Unity about as crucial as game 6 of the finals. I'm glowing like I won the title, but Ellen Beta noble titles. Don't worship humans, that's a false idol. Heavenly vibes coming from my recital. Middle fingers to connivers and instigators. The truth to revive you like the liberators. So this a pump to the chest. Utilize what's useful and throw away the rest. My vegan ways will put the beef to rest. My calling got directed like receptionist. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to put that bullshit to rest. So think mother every time you see a crest. The Moors is here to bring that bullshit to rest.
When I step in the center, they can tell I'm a winner. Live my life right. Thank God, I'm not a sinner. Live my life like I'm passing through time. Disastrous crimes, you killing up my people. I'm asking your back is why. You feeling the energy rise? Because we open the eyes. We see the open skies and all them cop picking lies. That's how I battle enemies. I be using my energy. I move like the centipede. In the mirror, see tending me. Pay attention to tendencies. Trying to mess up the chemistry. We can be one big family. I do it for the nation. How many gon' stand with me? I got the prophet up front and you're mad at me. Can't love a man that look like you, but it's sad to see. I'm just acting like the children watching and it has to be. Nationality got me feeling like a dad to be. Grass sheep provide the beat and I just had to bring the heat. Khalifa society, Canaanland Moors, Moorish connection, rise of the Moors, Moors, Moors.
Oh yeah. Happy holy day, Moors. Islam. Back once again. Back once again. You know, people are always posting stuff, so let's just see what's up.
And the most white-speaking people of Iran are mostly Turks, and that we all know that Turks are not an indigenous people to this region. They came from southern Russia and the Central Asia in recent centuries, and they cannot be an indigenous people to this region. The ancient inhabitants of the ancient peoples of the Middle East were all different types of black people.
The ancient people of the Middle East were all different types of black people. All different types. Middle East, people where they're showing you right now and then all you see is pale people. Same thing when you say American and then people showing you pictures of pale people. Everybody knows who the indigenous people of the planet are. We say that they're Moors. And we say that they're Moors. Some people are going to say black, African, use all types of different terms. But they're talking about people with high concentrations of melanin. So if the Middle Eastern people know that dark-skinned people are their foremothers and forefathers, Moors, you can't say that it's Moors because they didn't say Moors. Oh yeah? They didn't say Moors? You sure they didn't say Moors? Because when I go check these Persian whoever's, all I see from them is fezzes and turbans. Kufis. That's all I see from them. Isn't that what you guys say? Every time you see a fez, that's Moors? Isn't that what you say? That's what you say, right? Every time you see a fez, those are Moors, right? Oh, all right. So if they're Moors, then that means that they're not black people. So if they're Moors, since they wear fezzes, then that means the ancient people of Persia are Moors. They weren't black people. Because you can go research the ancient people of Persia and all you're going to see is turbans and fezzes. That's all you're going to see. When you go research the ancient Persian whoever's, all you're going to be seeing is turbans and fezzes. Turbans and fezzes mean Moors. That's what our people say. Isn't that what they say every time they see a fez? Either Moors or Masons comes to their mind. Every time they see a fez, first thing they start talking about, Moors or Masons. And then you can see where the hair and the skin. You notice the skin's not pale. You notice the skin for the ancient Persian Empire. You notice that there are no pale people. You notice the type of hair they give them. Why they give them that hair if they look like the people that they show you today? Some pale people, straight hair and all that. Who are those people? Who are they? They're not the Persians that we know. When we did our research, we did our research. We see turbans and feathers from these people of Persia. Sumeria. America. Ask the Moors in the chat. Just ask them. It's all Moorish. This is what they don't want you to know. Well, the white man, we're not talking about them when we say they. We're talking about your own. Your own playing Negro black colored games with you. And you're going to accept being everything. All right. Your Pigfoot South grandmother told you that you're black Indians, you believe her. She didn't even prove that to you. She just said that stuff. She didn't prove you anything, show you a book, anything. You know, we Indians. And then you ran with it. Thinking you got something because grandma told you. Grandma was wrong. The indigenous people all over the world are Moors. And their landmass is Moorish. And their architecture is Moorish. And the clothes that they wear is Moorish. How are they black? How are they African? Something's not adding up here. What? So again. When we check these people, all we see is turbans and fezzes. You know it's a fez because there's no brim. You know that if there's no brim, that means they're not trying to hide from any sun or anything like that. They're not scared of any sun because there's no brim on the headwear. You're not getting any shade wearing a fez. No shade for you. No shade for you. You're going to burn. The only people that's not going to affect is the people who don't burn. The people who absorb the light of the sun. The people who absorb that. I'm pretty sure, quote unquote, the Middle East is a hot place. Is it not a hot place? So if it's a hot place, and then these people are wearing fezzes and turbans, which don't have a brim, so they can't block any sun, so they're getting beat by sun the whole time. These people must be Asiatic, highly melanated people. They have to be. They have to be. They can't not be. I work at a nursing home and I've seen fezzes for Shriners. We talk and they know as well as I do. But again, the call, you know, when we blow the bugle, and then everybody's gonna turn their head and they're gonna look up and they're gonna contemplate, should they start running to the sound of the bugle? But there's only two people who's gonna be running to the sound of the bugle. That's what we're here for. We don't want the masses. The masses are dumb. We want quality over quantity. We want people who are ready to grab the shovel and start digging. You want people who's analyzing handles and researching screws and all that stuff. How about just grab the damn shovel and start digging something? Stop playing around. That's who we want. That's who we want. The two in the back, the faithful, the few faithful Moors are the ones we're concerned about. The ones who are going to see this and immediately light bulbs are going to start going off in their head. The light bulbs going off. And you realize that they lied to you. That even the Persians were Moors. Even the Sumerians and the Phoenicians and all of them were Moors. The Tartarians and all of them were Moors. Fez and turban wearers. Oh, and this is stone, by the way. It's not some paper stuff. In their culture, they left the stuff in stone. So you can't say you didn't see. You can't say you didn't see. Right. That's all you have. That's all you're going to get. Turbans and fezzes. I have read about Sumerians on the island of St. Vincent. They had sugar plantations in the Americas. Right? And of course, they would have sugar plantations because the Moors were the ones. The Moors were the ones who were the trade masters. And anything that you needed, you could ask a Moor, and they'll hook you up. Whatever you're looking for, binoculars, you just talk to a Moor right over there.
He put this thing to his eye, and whatever was way down there was right in front of your face. I don't know what kind of magic. I don't know what kind of magic these people are doing. I had an itch. And then I went to the Moor, and the Moor went in this little pouch. And then he pulled out this leaf, and he dipped the leaf in this pouch, and then he rubbed the itch, and the itch was gone. I've been itching for months. Don't know what's going on. So anything you needed, the Moors had you. You were covered when you were dealing with the Moors. This is why all the cultures, right, whatever culture it is, all of them pay homage to the Asiatics. All of them. All of them pay homage to the ancient people before them who were highly melanated people that gave them everything that they have today. Everybody gives honors to the Moors. And remember, the Moors are dark-skinned people. So when you say the Moors and you start looking at, Moor Science Temple members, and you start looking at over there in Spain, and you start looking at the continent of Africa, and you're saying they're not Moors because they're Congolese or whatever like that, you have mental issues. You need to go check yourself. Because you're going to tell me all them people are black. With no questioning. So if you're going to tell me that all those people are black, so when we say that they're Moors, and if Moor means black, then that means all those black people are Moors, right? If Moor means black. If the black scholar whoever's are going to tell you that Moor means black, then that means that all black people are Moors, right? "5,000 BCE is 7,000 years ago, which, according to National Geographic, the pale-skinned people did not appear in Europe for another 1,000 years. Do you still think ancient whatevers have pale people there? If you see some ancient manuscript of whatever, and then you look at it, and you see somebody pale, that's a red bone. That's not a modern European. That's a light skin, like what we have today. Remember that sister, remember that sister from junior kindergarten? And then she had the long flowing hair, and she had the green eyes and all that. And then her parents come to pick her up, and they're two dark-skinned, highly melanated people. Like, are those your parents? Yeah, that's my parents. That's your parents? Don't think we need Europeans to be light-skinned or something. We don't need them to be light-skinned. Melanin could do that. Melanin could make anything happen. And if you want to really know about the pale-skinned people not appearing for another 1,000 years, just go on YouTube and watch Bobby Hemmett, Human Artificial. And there's two versions. For the people who like to study and research, you want to watch the one on the board. When he's standing at the board and putting up stuff and writing stuff and all that. That's the one that you want to watch. If you're the new age people and your attention span is, is boring, sitting there watching somebody at the board and all that stuff, then there's a sit down one where there's an interview just for you podcaster, whoever people, that's how you learn. Oh, fine. Go watch that one. Bobby Hemmett, Human Artificial. 2 videos will come up. One at a board and one with the sit down like the podcast. Pick your poison so you can get the game on how these pale people came about. That they know. It's not some, metaphysical secrets that we're dropping something heavy. Everybody knows this. Our people just don't know. That's why it seems like it's some amazing thing. Right. Remember, every time you hear black in your mind, you're saying Moors in your mind. Because according to the black scholar, whoever's, Moor means black. So that means people who are black are Moors, if Moor means black. So anytime you hear black, and it's relative to a people's identity, in your mind, think Moors. Anytime you see highly melanated people, and they have a zipper over their lips and they can't talk, but they have melanin, they're Moors. Don't assume that they're anything else.
Different groups of black people. Assyrians were a black people. Persians were black people. Elamites were black people. And Arabs, yes, were black people. That's why you see Assyrians have depicted themselves with curly hair, curly beard, and dreadlocks. That's why you see Persians have depicted themselves with curly hair and curly beard. And even there are many wall paintings found in Susa in which Persians have depicted themselves with black skin. I just want to tell the truth that I'm not a black person, and I look mostly like whites than blacks. The ancient inhabitants of these regions, from Babylonians, Assyrians, Elamites, Persians, Jews, were all black. And
they were all Moors. I'm not a black person. I'm closer to white than black. Well, guess what? All the places where you think white people are the whatever for there, that's not true. It's black people are the whatever for there. And they're only saying black and all that stuff to appease you dumb niggers. Because in their own country, there's no such thing called black people. I know. I'm a Moor and I've asked them. Just so when we talk to our people, we could relate to them that nowhere else in the planet are people called black. They only do that in America. Nowhere else do they play that BS of calling people colors. Nowhere. Only here they play that. And only in colonies. European, modern European colonies. That's the only place they play black games. That's the only place they play the black game. But like I said, we're only there for the two in the back. We don't care about the masses. Because they want to sleep. They don't want freedom. They don't want justice and equality. They want to be a slave. So Massa could take care of them. Those who want to be upright, independent, and fearless, there's another path for you. And it's not the path where everybody else is going. It might appear like where everybody else is going, that's where it's at. That ain't where it's at. They lied. As soon as you leave the realm of nationality, now you're in the realm of wardship. I don't care what you call yourself, you're a ward. What's your nationality? Some wardship name? You're a ward. Either you're talking nationality or you're done for. You're already a crab in the bucket if you don't have a nationality. You're already sitting in the water and it's warm. Talking about this is a nice bath. No, they're cooking you. You think it's 10 degrees. It's 40. And the temperature is only rising and you don't even realize that it's getting hotter. You're already in the pot stewing. Nationality is where it's at. That's where your mindset has to be if you want to make it out of this. You're not making it out if you don't have nationality as your foundation. You can play all the black stuff that they want. That black stuff is getting you nowhere fast. Black stuff is getting you nowhere fast. You go look at them all. They either have some kufi type thing, they either have some turban type thing, or they either have some fez type thing, and that's all it is. They got the hijab, put the rope over it, and then they say that's for males. But they talk BS about sisters wearing a fez. But a man could put on a hijab. Kush be having on the hijab with the baseball hat all the time. No, but you can't do that. Men can't wear a hijab. As soon as you put a sister in a fez, here they come. Why they doing that for? Why they trying to make you not wear your fez, but they could wear it? And then they could wear the hijab, and then you can wear the hijab, and they can wear the turban, and then you could wear the turban. But you, the mother of civilization that brought this nigger to this plane, you can't wear a fez. But you could wear every other headwear. You could wear a weave, wig, and nobody has nothing to say. Taking dead people's hair and all that stuff, you could do all that. Nobody's saying anything. As soon as you put on a fez, here they come. And if you haven't, go see that Good Hair, that Chris Rock Good Hair. If you've never seen that, you better go see that ASAP. If you've never seen that. Right, all these pale whoever's that they're showing you. All they got is turbans and fezzes. Right. Very interesting. The Ottomans, some more people. And they always show you that they look like some Europeans or something. Right, so here's one right here, right? You know this is a brother. You know this is a brother. It's not somebody pale. Highly melanated people that don't have the high concentrations of melanin, but they have all the features and all that stuff. They have the features, but they don't have the melanin. That's a red bone. Those aren't European people. Those are mixed with European and all that stuff. That's not what that is. Even if they're mixed with European, they're not mixed with European. They're light skinned. They're red bone. Asiatics create that. Two dark skins create that. And then two dark skins could go as far as create an albino. And then you're really tripping. Don't be fooled. Don't be played. Don't be fooled, don't be played. It's all Moorish culture, everywhere you go in the world. It's not black culture, it's not African culture, none of that. It's Moorish. Because the world knows that highly melanated people are known as Moors. The world has accepted this fact. The only people who haven't accepted this fact are the unconscious Moors in America who want to be everything on the planet except Moors. And as soon as you start telling them that they're Moors, now they want to lynch you. They want to put you on a tree. But they're going to do nothing to this colonist who's murdering them in the street. But you tell them about who they are. You tell them that they need to stop eating all that BS that they're eating, thinking that's playing games. Right? Yeah. This is Kush Days peoples. Right? Got the features, but the melanin's kind of light. And then you're thinking, well, I don't know if they're... No. It's none of that. That's still the bloodline. Still the bloodline. Because we are the foundation, and we're still here. Still here. All they know is different kinds of turbans and fezzes. That's all they know. And when you see a turban and when you see a fez, that's Moorish. Just go check the historical records. And you don't even have to go 5 billion years ago, yesterday. And then some light bulbs are supposed to go off and some gears are supposed to start turning and you're supposed to start seeing it everywhere. And then realize, well, why the hell am I not a Moor then? If everything is Moorish, what the hell am I doing? And you're going to do something about it. Which is why all honors go to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, because he's the only one that told us we're not the brand names, we're Moors. He's the only one that told us. So we give him honors above any and all other people before him who were prophets or sent by Allah or whatever they were. They're not getting more honors than the prophet that was in the flesh. Happy holy day to all the Moors. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Supreme honors to all the mothers. We thank you for life so we could do something. So we can do something with this knowledge that we have. Honors to you, to all the mothers. Happy holy day. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Peace and love to all the Moors worldwide. Study, study, study. It's real. Study, study, study. Islam Moors.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask. Tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water. Watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with Moors they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallet, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the maze Jason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take moral science to the highways and hedges, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma sentence again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Scientific studies have a bias. You got your facts, I got weight. But why if maybe a little crazy? Studying language AZ and everything between. English colonized lives, I won't settle for your dreams. Shuttle on the scene, I'm flying, I'm unidentified. Trying to give me titles, I flip the script like a Gemini. Aligned with the stars, yes, really I am a stronger being than Iron Man. Never mind the world, I got the iron hand. Never mind the money, you should see my palm. I could touch the world, atomic bomb style. You know life goes on, child. We've only been here for a long while. Starving and I'm walking down a long aisle. Everybody looking at me like I'm on trial. All cause my skin tone sound like wow. Sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
What I know now, it's no wonder why these haters try to profile.
Sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
Wisdom of the womb in your ear right now. It just sound like wow.
Unk on my chest, a symbol of my success. I travel through time and mind, give this body a rest. I'll shoddy the sheriff, no need to body the rest. Shells alter his chest, I'm just revolving the stress. Since we all plagued, I drop pearls of age. No equivalent wage, words stick to the pages of the sages. Written for some everyday kids. We grow old, you know they say we don't stay big. Tables turn, what's the response to how they live? It's getting late, we running out of time. Why I call it mankind if anybody gets left behind? Shout out to my mother, she's a great gift I find. All this greatness in line, sacred paradigm spinning in my mind. And it just sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
What I know now, it's no wonder why these haters try to profile.
Sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
Wisdom of the womb in your ear right now. Just sound like wow.
So walk 20 some grams from my sock. All I ask is please listen when I talk. I just hope to shit the coast when I drop. All I know is that the limit isn't my stop. On this road, how much collisions will I cops? Always on the mind, and if you're holding it down, pop, It can't hurt to ask right. The better man is never supposed to play the ass right. I could be the worst, I was pondering it last night. By a palm through an owl in a tree. A bit about me, not sure about what you see. I'm a real mother's son, not sure about what you be. Whatever will, I guess. On my worst day, I may reveal my best. So you can sell your soul, I will still invest. To uplift the rest who are still oppressed. Yes. Sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
With what I know now, it's no wonder why these haters try to profile.
Sound like wow. It just sound like wow.
Wisdom of the womb in your ear right now, now. It just sound like wow.
Don't ask me if it's a just war. That's not up to us. To us, it's just war.
Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Crossing enemy lines, war morals entangled. Once they show me the ropes, I show you warrior strangle. Separate bodies, 6-degree angles. High caliber grip when he rambles. From his tip, bionic lip equipped with the handles. Could have careers crippled in shambles. As Vandal, Michael Jordan fans know nobody fucking with my ammo. Nightmare to the son of Samuel. Spit with the camels, my energy's camel. Anger I channel, use it like a radical Tamil. Got tried as a terrorist, then my hammer spat at your panel. Weapons are formed, had to dismantle. Handle it manual, left it to God. I'm on the path to a manual. Such a thriller, feel of a life giver. I catch a body, I deliver. You catch a body, you a killer. So I'm not your typical digger. Every time I rhyme, I pull a trigger. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Not like the newsie, I'm a broken toolie in a ghetto movie. Might explode if you let them use me. Usually cool, I.e. to identify me. You should probably be thinking highly. Trying to find wisdom where I be. While I be dodging, listening, missing the missiles whistle by me. Wonder what they pay to try to buy me. Kingfisher play to ban me. Got me thinking all I need is my family. Sometimes I think all I need is a Grammy to cure the Alzheimer's, to cure my granny. And anyone who understand me, even the ones that try to ban me. We all kids if the world is candy. Watch what you hand me, I won't let you hang me. I'm never going back to that place again. On a new path, not a pace of sin. You should play it back, you should take it in. I tied up one of my homies' legs, one of my homies' arms. Hope to die before losing my one and my only mom. Terror in my eyes, you worried about Saddam. I watch the temperature rise between niggas who get it on. When you hear the song, the message has no discretion. Pull up in the tank so the people know my aggression. Store Hannibal's weapon. Try to test him when class is in session. He'll dissect the lesson. Leave your body parts in the West End. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time.
Various things we learn as we live, like the experience, wisdom to give attention to that self that's in. Time has been the main form of this verse. Its measurement is evident based on life's compliment that we were purposing. Still we're meant to do more. Whispers the voice at the core, which turns into a roar whenever we rhyme on the floor. Memories before now have me reflecting how prophesizing or monopolizing like they do the cow. Correction, since they refer to deal with deception in all direction. It's for self-inspection into perfection. No perplexing, just speaking, respecting those that's teaching. Reflections that are reaching to that point where they preaching. The concept of borderlines, intertwine out an angel, either in a demon spy. My cons, always ready to build, feeling the battle drills, knowing that we will do what's necessary to hail the ill to the mind of a soldier. Growing in the north colder, Chicago Consequently, as we've gotten older, gotten bolder, rhyme solo when they had triggered that pioneer spirit. Hear it, inform it, and spit it out, a conduit, no doubt. We about profitable gain, coochie chigga, leak your change. Similar, you're not the same as those who just seek to get pain. Emphasizing time to strain, focusing on loss and pain. Tearing like the rain, we switch up add-on as we maintain.
Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time.
To God a name. There you go. He just gave it a name. You see what I'm saying? But what do we end up doing? What do we end up doing? Instead of worshiping Allah, worshiping religion, worshiping the structure, right back to idol worship. See that? Trying to out-Moorish each other. And now what do you got? Oh, well, I'm a Amelia Moore. I'm a Kirkman Bay Moore. I'm a John. Get it? You know, how did Prophet Jordan say it? Even in the path of wisdom, they toil after folly. Human weakness is that's the devil. Human weakness is human weakness no matter where you go. See what I'm saying? We lost sight of the prophet himself, chasing after what? Members of his organization, just like us. Idol worship. See that?
So,
same idol worship. Same idol worship. If he's telling you, come vote for some Democratic politician guy, whoever, because the Moors back him, isn't that the same? Isn't that the same thing? The exact same idol worshiping is going on. You're supposed to be honoring Allah. They're talking about some supreme grand whoever. Isn't that the same idol worshiping? Because you're supposed to be worshiping Allah. And keep in mind that this is Sharif Bey. And Sharif Bey, he was lecturing at the Moorish Science Temple of America as fly him in lecturing when we were brought into this in 2008. In 2008, our master teachers who are holding positions of the Moorish movement, important positions, when they were doing lectures for their members at the temple, Sharif Bey was somebody that would come and lecture. Right. Right. Grand Sheikh Nature Al Bey. This is more that when there's lectures, this is the master teacher coming to teach these Moors at this temple. Now, in the Moorish movement, Sharif Bey is credible. In the Moorish movement. In the Moorish movement, Sharif Bey is credible. He's Taj credible. He's Alim Al Bey credible. Right. He's not one of these Moors that you see out here playing games. Because remember, like we put on the record numerous of times, the Moors were exercising right to travel with no issues when we came into this in 2008. There was no videos online of people going to court and the judge walking out, and there was no videos that you're gonna go find of some Moor getting pulled out their car and all that stuff. There was none of that. These Moors were exercising right to travel, had their own tags and all that. Everybody's conveyance, not 2 or 3 people in the temple. Everybody's conveyance. You find somebody from 2008 and ask them about the Moors that used to be on South Cottage Grove in Chicago. Go ask them. Those Moors who were exercising right to travel and all that for years, no issues. Going to court, dismissed, no issues. 2008. Their master teacher was Sharif Bey. Their master teacher was Sharif Bey. And we're putting it out now because we realize that people are getting confused because, you know, they're looking at, they're seeing some people presenting themselves and then they're looking at them as dirty because they don't know any better. They haven't worked on themselves yet. They haven't learned that sometimes people compromise. Whatever it is, they're gonna compromise. That's the thin line. And then wherever the ships fall, that's what the bet is. Sharif Bey is a master teacher. Master teacher. He's not one of these dumb Moors out here singing hymns to Noble Drew Ali. Even though you might see him speaking from the podium of the singing people. Even though you might hear him mention certain people and, you know, you're looking at him funny like, why are you mentioning them? Right? Compromise. Because they've been down this road already. The road that we're still on since 2008. Right? We're not compromising. There's no compromise. We know what these people did. And we're not playing sides with traitors of the Moorish movement and traitors of Noble Drew Ali. If people have their individual whatever, that they're going to support whoever because they're compromised, then they have to take whatever comes with it. That's why I hope you use your common sense. That I tell you, the people who brought us into more science, their master teacher was Sharif Bey. That's who their master was. Right. So when you hear talking, don't assume that there's a problem with this individual that's in front of you. Because this individual is part of a greater thing. That he doesn't have the power to talk how he's talking right now. Because if he had the power, he would be strangling some people with the kung fu grip and all that stuff that he's got. We'll be playing games with these people. But you're going to compromise. You should be eagle clawing some of these people's throat for the stuff what they did to Noble Drew Ali. That's that their descendants are still around today. Playing games like this is some religious thing. Right? Knowledgeable brother. National Press Secretary. Right? But because he's National Press Secretary, MSTA Inc., because he's with the Inc. people, they look at him funny. As long as I don't curse him out. Right? That's why certain people don't get cursed out. Because we know they're compromised. I don't know how, I don't know what they did, I don't care. All I know is what I've experienced with them. Right? I never experienced no hatred toward Sharif Bey, that he's dirty Moor or whatever like that, because he's our master teacher's master teacher. So am I a dumbass? Am I going to talk crazy about my master teacher's master teacher? But we know that there's a compromise. Because our master teachers, they weren't playing Democrats and all that. Our master teachers weren't playing pick sides, pick one of the Moorish whoever's and then go after them. They were Moorish nation and we're it. And anything but us being it, it's not happening. And certain people sacrificed a lot to be it, and it didn't work in their favor, so they said, okay, no, they're going to compromise. Right? He could go around. He can go around as the black belt. Right? He can go around and start challenging all the heads of the Moorish whatever. If they're supreme whoever, all right, national whatever, Moorish whatever, okay, I challenge you for your position. Bet you he'll probably go 100 and something and oh. Bet you. And then if there is some challenge like that, challenger, then whoever wins gets everything, and they could do whatever it is that needs to be done. Stop playing around with what Drew Ali left. But because of compromise, you know, the Shaolin master has to sit in the back and only go on certain people's platforms, and he can't go out and strangle people anymore because he compromised. And someone asked, why do they look at MSTA Inc. differently? You don't have to put the ink there. So putting the ink there implies that there's a division, because when you look and research, you're going to find some more science temples that don't have the ink on there, the INC. When there's no difference. More science temple, whether there's the ink on there or whether it's not, it's the same thing. It's still a branch of the Moorish Divine National Movement. Whether the ink's there or not, whether they say naturalized, nationalized, doesn't even matter. As soon as they say something that Noble Drew Ali brought, then that means they're not the authority. Drew Ali's the authority. And if he said that he's going to go do work from the soul plane, you don't think he could control the Moorish movement from the soul plane? You really think Allah is why there's all this confusion with the Moors and all that? The great God of the universe has people thinking Noju Ali reincarnated in some other guy. No way he created that stupidity, that blatant incompetence. There's no way Allah created that. There's no way Allah created Moors not wanting unity, but talking about who's the supreme whatever. Well, those Moors over there, they're supreme whoever isn't our supreme whatever, so we can't unify. But both of them have the same flag that they're flying. You're a dummy. Both of them have the same holy book. Both of them wear the same attire. You're a big dummy. Big dummy. So Ajwali said, think and save yourself. That's why when you go on the plane, whatever like that, stewardess comes up and make sure you put on your life vest first, you big dummy. Put on your stuff and then go help somebody. Save yourself first. And then when you save yourself, now you can start going and telling people about their nationality and birthrights. You still have property in the nigger name and they're talking about we're Moors. And then you want to go out and teach people that they're Moors. Then your stuff is not even straight yet. No, that's because of the confusion of all these different whoever's popping up, claiming authority that they don't have, claiming authority that they're not exercising. The fact that they're not exercising the authority should let you know they have no authority when it comes to the Moors.
My question to you is, why is it that the Nation of Islam still has a program, is thriving right now? I mean, it's not as good as it was some years ago, right? However, I feel like it's making like a resurgence.
And that's good.
With all these different brothers and sisters from the Nation of Islam.
And that's good.
And I wanted to know, what do you think is the difference between Moorish science and the Nation of Islam?
No difference, with a few exceptions. And I'm going to say that, shout out to my brother, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, the Allah team in the Nation of Islam. Good brother. I remember one day he and I were talking because he was about to get interviewed by somebody who was claimed to be part of the Moorish movement. He thought he was about to get ambushed. He said, yo, what do you think they're going to ask me? Right?
So Wesley Muhammad, who everybody knows, NOI guy, is supposed to go on some Moors platform. Some dirty Moor has a platform. Platform's big enough that Wesley Muhammad is going to be on there or whatever. And Wesley Muhammad went to check Sharif Bey. He didn't go to Minister Farrakhan. Go for how should he deal with this? He went to Sharif Bey. If you're in any conscious whatever, everybody knows who Wesley Muhammad is. So the NOI guy is going to the Moor before he goes on the trader's platform. Right? Isn't that similar to when Farrakhan got in trouble going and visiting Gaddafi? And then he went to Bratton Bay, Moor Science Temple of America, Temple number 13 in Baltimore. And that's how he got back in the country in the 80s. He got back in the country because he went to the Moors. Same thing that Wesley Muhammad did. So if the NOI could go to Moors for assistance, for whatever it is that they go to Moors for, remember, why isn't everybody else doing that? Why does everybody else want to debate their position with Moors? When these people's master teacher went and dealt with Moors. Went and dealt with Moors to the point where they proclaimed their nationality as Moors. And they start exercising as Moors. Without saying that they're doing it as Moors, they're calling it Black Asiatics. They're calling it Black Asiatic. There's no Black Asiatic. If Wesley Muhammad knows Sharif Bey, he must know about Noble Drew Ali. And if he knows about Noble Drew Ali, then he knows that we're not Negro, Black, or colored. So why do they keep calling people Black Asiatics? If they know about Noble Drew Ali. But they're saying, nah, it's all right. They can say that, and we don't have to go there. We need unity. How are we going to have unity with people who don't have a nationality? You can't be unified with people who don't have a nationality. That's not unity. That's strip club, barbecue, club. That's not raising the anything of our people. As a matter of fact, that's keeping the people stagnant.
And I told him, I said, they're going to probably ask you this, this, this. They're going to want you to somehow validate Prophet Noble Drew Ali, which is a great weakness for us in the organization and in the movement. Why? Because our ways and actions and our accomplishments should be more than enough to validate Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The same way that the ways, actions, and accomplishments of the nation and the followers of Elijah Muhammad validated him. You see what I'm saying? So what we want other people to do it for us. So we want the members of the nation to say, oh, they came from the Moorish Science Temple of America. We want the members of the Nation of Islam to say, oh, Elijah Muhammad came out of the Moorish Science Temple of America, right? Now, so in that interview, Brother Wesley Muhammad, sure enough, the question came up, are you willing to admit that Noble Drew Ali was the founder of Islam in America? Follow me. He said this, absolutely. He said, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was the foundation of Islam in America. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad himself said that he was a fine Muslim and that those that followed him should now follow me. That's what he said, you know, because I'm only trying to continue the work he did. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad himself said that he was a fine Muslim and that those that followed him should now follow me. That's what he said.
But hold on. So why would Elijah Muhammad tell his followers that I'm going to go over to those people over there called Moors, and I'm going to tell those people that they should follow me because I'm continuing the work of Noble Drew Ali? How is he continuing the work of Noble Drew Ali when he's banning fezzes? The fez is the national and religious headwear of the Moors. How are you banning people from wearing a fez? And then how is that getting a pass? This is what Elijah Muhammad said himself. The Moorish Science Temple people should come follow me. And then after they went and started following him, he banned fezzes, banned nationality cards. And then at that point it was whatever he says, that's what goes. And that's why people like El-Hajj left. That's why people like Khalid Muhammad left. After they put in all that work for them people. To realize that you have nothing. To realize you have nothing. Because you're still calling yourself black. And that's not a nationality. And didn't El-Hajj tell these people human rights before civil rights? They listened to him? Nah, they kept listening to Elijah Muhammad and them. They kept listening to Farrakhan and them. They kept listening to the people after Noble Drew Ali. Elijah Muhammad told them, follow me. And then took their fezzes off and banned them. That he would never wear a fez again. All these Nation of Islam people, all of them should be fezzes up right now. All of them should be saying Moorish Science Temple of America, temple number, whatever. Now they have the mosque, whatever. No, the mosque, whatever. Temple, whatever. And then Mosque Miriam, it will be Unity Hall. And then Moors will be going there for their conventions every year. And then Moors from all over the country is going to, because at 1930, after Noble Drew Ali got assassinated, they also got rid of Marcus Garvey. So there was nothing left here for these people. There was nothing left. Either they're going to be part of these organizations that have no leader, or they're going to go over here with the new people who are also saying that they're Noble Drew Ali, but reincarnated. And that's how Nation of Islam got all them people. So they took them all from Moorish Science Temple of America. And they no lost found nation of anything. They're Moors. And Elijah Muhammad knew that they're Moors. His brother knew that they were Moors. Ugan Ali and all them people, they're not going to bring up those names. And they're not questioning why Muhammad Ali have Ali and everybody else has X for 500 years. Everybody's an X. This one guy got a name, Ali. And then anybody else is in leadership and they don't talk about their quote unquote Muslim name. They don't talk about that. You're just gonna call them that the name you see on the paper. And all these people in the background know that they're Moors and proclaim their nationality. And they're keeping it a secret from the people. Because if the secret's out, then they become unimportant. And that ego deflate fast, quick fast. Realize you're nobody. Because somebody came before you, did all the work. Now you're sitting around talking about you're doing something. Well, the person who did the work, they're back from vacation. And they see you've been fronting. And NOI has been fronting. Fronting as a nation for generations. And everybody's gonna compromise and play games with them. Want to take pictures with them. Oh yeah, unity, we can stand together. We can stand together. So we have Moorish unity. No, you don't. No, you don't. Unity is nationality. Nation of Islam does not have a nationality. So don't tell me you and them together is unity. That's not unity. That's a cookout. That's went to the club. We went to the mall. That's not nationhood. It's not nationhood.
You know, because I'm only trying to continue the work he did. That's what Elijah Muhammad said, right? So, for instance, the Do for Self program, incredible. That came from the Prophet's Economic Security Program. You know, it's the same stuff. So, in essence,
he knows there's an economic security program in the Moorish Science Temple of America. So nobody should be having issues then. Why are people still having issues then? If Noble Drew Ali went that far to have an economic security program for the Moors, and NOI took that and made up their little program, and they took the 101 questionnaire and they made up their problem book, right? Supreme lessons and all that. All that's Drew Ali. Question and the answer. All that's Drew Ali. But they're saying Nation of Islam. Why don't they, if their foundation is Drew Ali, and if they know that Noble Drew Ali is the founder of Islam in America, then why don't they proclaim their nationality and say that they're Moors, if they recognize Noble Drew Ali like that? You can't tell me you're going to take his stuff, use it, and then not say that you're Moors. How are you not saying you're Moors? How are you black Asiatics instead of Moors?
we can kind of say, and our brother Wesley Muhammad confirmed, that their continuance, what you see the Nation of Islam doing, especially with Do for Self and other things like that, is a continuance of the Prophet Drew Ali's work. Then he said this. He said, and I would say that in many respects, the greatest examples we see of Prophet Noble Drew Ali can be found in the Nation of Islam.
Of course, because that's their foundation. But if their foundation is Noble Drew Ali, then why are they calling you Black Asiatic and not calling you by your nationality? If they honor Noble Drew Ali like that, to the point where the greatest examples of Noble Drew Ali are in the Nation of Islam, then how come these Nation of Islam aren't calling themselves Ali or Bey or El? How come they're not saying Moroccan Empire and wearing fezzes? How come they don't have a nationality card if they're repping for Drew Ali like that? Obviously they're not. Obviously it's placation. Because as soon as you bring up Noble Drew Ali, everybody else becomes unimportant. They can't go in their private jet and all that stuff no more because nobody want to hear them. Unless they're coming to talk about Noble Drew Ali. Unless they're coming to bring out the tapes that they got in the back of all Noble Drew Ali's recordings and all the different parades that these people had. Unless they're coming to talk about that, we don't hear these people talk. Nation of Islam knows about Noble Drew Ali, but they're not teaching you about nationality. That's a problem. Because all Noble Drew Ali taught is nationality. The core of his argument is nationality. The foundation of his presentation is nationality. That we're not these fictions. We're not these brand names, Indian, black, Negro, colored, African, slave, whatever BS we call ourselves. We're not that. We have a nationality. That's the foundation. If you don't do anything else, declare your nationality. Have you declared your nationality? No, you haven't? Oh. You've probably been following some idiots. I know, yeah, this is just for the two in the back who think their conditions could be better. They want to take their place amongst the affairs of men and stop being somebody's ward. It's only about 2 people out there. So you got the message. And who knows, it might pop up again on them. It might pop up again on them. Happy holy day to all the Moors. All the Moors worldwide. The Moors who know the truth about their nationality and their birthrights. Honors to you. Honors to all the mothers. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Those with ears will hear, and those with eyes will see. We can't do anything. We can't do anything else other than that. Peace and love to all the Moors. Honors to the Moors in the chat. Islam.
Tell everyone about Drew Ali. 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 Tell everyone. Let the world know Drew Ali came. Brought a flag, religion, and free national name. Brought an ID card, don't flash at the hybrid. Learn about the righteous and when we were the pirates. Ancestral creed, clandestine heed. Warnings of the prophet, they can't intercede. Canaanite, Hittite, Amorite brethren needed new homes to Atlantis direction. North, South, and Central, flag continental. Founder and uniting of the Moorish holy temple of science. Nationality is alliance, always in defiance of their wardship compliance. Active, not passive, estate is massive. Use the compass, draw circles around your passions. Carpenter's tool in the man workshop. Corsica bandana, covered eyes in bird box. Return to ancestors' mind, descendants of ancients. Forget the mundane, knowledge attainments. Guided by the principles, our own laws and customs. If they teach but don't bring up Drew Ali, don't trust them. Tell everyone about Drew Ali. 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 Tell everyone. Tell everyone about Drew Ali. 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 Tell everyone.
I told a Filipino woman about Drew Ali. We got more into the pedigree. She said she more. I said that meant more to me. Couldn't have this conversation a few years back when I was a few years black. 2,000 years I cried in tears, but I'm back. Still here, thought manifested from a higher tier. I appear, spirit and flesh with divine warnings. Choose life or death. I heard my mother utter to the Negro, black, her color, African American, and that's another. Moors, be yourself, no other. You're the last puzzle in place, now move others. Hatred, slander, lewdness, murders. The pleasure of the lower, rich in promise, so you can prevent effects from causes. Sow a seed planters, sow a seed growers. Deep in the soil, with love, truth, peace, freedom and justice. Born on a Friday, I put that on Venus. Created fate, Allah, you's a genius. You sent your last prophet to uplift me, so I gotta tell everybody. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone. Tell everyone about Drew Ali, 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 tell everyone about